It's May and it's the end of the homeschool year. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be the end of the homeschool year, but we are struggling, guys. I'm like, is this year ever going to end? Today, I just want to give you a homeschool update, let you know what's going on, what you have to look forward to on our channel, what are some of the changes we might be making, and things like that. Hey guys, it's Vani from Mrs. Mom's Homeschool and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I make videos to help you on your homeschooling journey. I've been homeschooling since 2012. And honestly, guys, I think that because of that, this year, I don't know, I found myself getting bored. I went from 3 homeschoolers, jumped up to 5 homeschoolers that one year, if you guys have been here for a long time, and now I'm down to 2. And like this homeschool year, specifically 2022 to 2023, was kind of crazy. Like we went through a lot of changes. I don't even know if we had like a proper start date, and we are just falling behind. We have fallen behind. So I am like, we have to homeschool throughout the summer, but I need a break. I really do. So let's just talk about this. So some of the struggles we have been having is, like I said, there have been changes this homeschool year. We moved. We had some things going on before that involving the whole moving situation. For a long time, I didn't have my classroom that's behind me set up. Like for most of the year, I was running back and forth from my laundry room where I have storage and grabbing stuff and putting it in the little metal carts that we homeschoolers, most of us seem to have, and just dragging everything around the house. And it was just hard. And now, finally we got everything set up here, and I'm like, well, it should get better now. You tend to think that because you have everything you need that things are going to get smoother, and it just didn't get smoother. So I found that, and I also have a 6th grader this year, a middle schooler, and I know that time is a time of transition with emotions and things like that. It hasn't been too bad, except that I found that my 6th grader had a lack of motivation, and he's the one that's really behind because of the lack of motivation, and everything was just too much, I guess. So we are having to wrap up the homeschool year definitely later. I'm going to go through my stuff this week and try to set an end date. I really do want to homeschool throughout the summer though. So throughout the summer, I would love to do something a little different, which we'll talk about in another video once I wrap up this homeschool year. We also have to do homeschool portfolios, so I'm going to take you guys along with me to do that in a separate video. And I'm really going to try to give you guys 3 videos a week all summer long to catch up on all that I've missed. We got a new camera because the other one was busted, and so that's why you guys haven't really seen me around in a little while. Anyway, we are still in the middle of wrapping up a couple of things. So my 2nd grader, she is on point. She's just doing what she's got to do. Everything is like the same, and she's just running through it. So we're just going to keep going through her lessons. For my 6th grader, we were jumping around from the good and the beautiful language arts to IEW, and then I'm like, I need to make a decision. So what I decided to do, because he had tested out of the reading part of the good and the beautiful level 6, he's in 6th grade, and he tested into 7th grade. When I emailed them, they told me that 7th grade is high school level work. So I didn't want to go ahead and push him there. So what I started to do was we paused on level 6 for the good and the beautiful, and we jumped into IEW. But I didn't know that people are making it sound like you need these videos for IEW, and I'm just teaching it myself. So we took a break from IEW, and I said, you know what? Let's finish all of the grammar portions of the good and the beautiful, which is what he's doing now for his language arts. We're finishing up with Math 5. If you watch the video Why Were You Behind in Math, it's because we switched from Beast Academy to the good and the beautiful, which were 2 totally different maths. And so it set us back a year for their program, the good and the beautiful. And our plan was to homeschool math 5 days a week. We only do 4 days because we have a co-op. But that didn't work out because we were at the co-op all day. And then in the evening, those Tuesdays, we were also hanging out with friends. And then he wasn't waking up early enough to do the math. So I don't know if we're going to get to catch up in time for what I really wanted to do for him, looking at his long-term plan. History, I'm trying to get him through his history books, A History of Us, and do 2 chapters a day with the writing. And, I just feel like everything's a struggle right now. So we are just trying to wrap up the homeschool year, convention is this upcoming weekend. By the time this video is released, it should be Wednesday. And then on Friday of the same week, I'm going to the homeschool convention. And my goal and my priority for that convention is to figure out if I'm going to keep the things the same for my upcoming 7th grader, or if we're gonna change things around completely in preparation for high school and getting him to do things more independent and less of me teaching. So we are going to try some new things, which we'll talk about in future videos. So our end of the homeschool year schedule is pretty much, you've seen a lot of my day in life videos, and I like to do things so that we have like a beautiful day, a smooth day where we have a balance of fun and work. But so I had a fracture on my radial head in my arm, and that has really delayed everything because it's been hard to keep the house tidy, but most of all it's been hard to sleep. So because I can't sleep, I'm not waking up early enough to have that beautiful schedule. So by the time we're waking up and getting started, we are just basically doing the bare minimum and just kind of getting through it. So I think that I really just want to get through our work this summer, finish up the language arts and the math. It's important to me that they finish because there's things that I don't want them to have any lapses in any of the curriculum. So I do like to finish like our language arts and math for certain. So we're still doing science. We're gonna finish up the human body science. That's gonna be like the last of what we're using up for science this year. For our history, I really would love to get through this History of Us book 1, even if it takes us all summer, just to get through that first one and then schedule out the rest of the history. And like I said, I'm not sure what's up for the summer yet, but yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on why I have been MIA. I've been going through this thing with my arm. It's pretty annoying to have pain and things like that, but I'm grateful to be healthy. But yeah, so just trying to get this classroom together. We'll do a homeroom tour. Finally, guys, I haven't given you a homeschool room tour in like 3 years because I haven't had like a real homeschool in like 3 years. I don't even know. It feels like since like probably 2021. And we're in 23, so maybe 2 years. So that's exciting. I'll be able to give you guys that coming up as well. And yeah, just wanted to briefly just update you guys on what's going on in our homeschool, and so that when you see our upcoming day in the life videos, we're really just trying to get through life right now because I feel burnt out. If you saw my video on Monday, and if you haven't, go back and watch it. I am getting to the point where I'm bored. I don't feel like doing this every day. Things just have to change. There's just so much struggle in it that I wasn't feeling happy in homeschooling anymore, and I haven't had much to record to show you guys because I've been in a rut myself. So ever since that video, I took the steps from that video that I offered that advice to you guys, and I'm doing much better. So now I'm actually going to sit here and go through all of the things and see how much time we have left. I'm going to go through all the different lessons. Like for example, if we're on lesson 81 in language arts, see when will our end date be, and I'm really going to try and stick to it the last few weeks, go strong, and then plan maybe a fun family vacation right after to like squash that homeschool year and then come back and start again homeschooling through the summer. And so I'll let you know for certain those plans. So yeah, so in the next coming video, thinking about making a video for you guys for homeschool convention. I make one every year. Let me know if there's something you want to see there that's different. Otherwise, I might not make one, but if you have any requests, I'm also going to post something on my Instagram and inside of the YouTube like community section to see what you guys would be interested in looking at there. You can follow me on Instagram at Vonnie_Mrs_Mom. I'm going to start really posting and just getting things out to you guys more often because I miss it here. I miss you guys so much. So that's all for now. Really, this was just like a broad video for those of you who already know me and have known my channel. And if you were new to this channel and you clicked on here, do not be turned off by this. I am just updating those who have been around for a while, but we have lots of exciting things coming up. We have curriculum reviews, we have curriculum picks, homeschool room tours, do a lesson with me, and sometimes I just come on here and I really like to talk about deeper issues with homeschooling, like I just did on Monday. So that's the plan. All right, guys. So I hope you guys have a great summer, and please leave me a comment below. What is your plan for the summer? How's your ending up of the homeschool year? Like, how's it going, guys? What is going on over there? So I want to thank you guys for watching, and then I'll see you again in a couple days.